iconic place in Rome where you can toss that coin and make your wish to come back to Rome or meet your loved one, or where you can lose all your money and definitely your phone. I was partially living in Rome for more than 8 years. And guess what? I've never been scammed here. How? Just common sense and some basic knowledge, the exact knowledge I'm going to share with you in this video. And some of that essential knowledge I even wrapped up in my travel to Rome guide, which is already the link to it in the description. 7 more scams you better be ready for when you're coming to Rome in this video. And this is typical Rome, and it's not even summer season yet, it's a very beginning of it. And this little street from Fontana di Trevi right to, it's called Via di San Vincenzo. This is, I would call it, the major scam street of central Rome. Guys, please be ready, watch this video until the end and follow my lead to make your trip to Rome not just unforgettable and maximum pleasant, but also very safe. Let's go, I will show you around. And our scam number 1 for today, I would call it Let's Be Friends or overpriced free gift scam. And this is exactly, guys, how bracelet scam starts. So the guy is stopping you on the street. Usually it's going to be an expert from Africa, and he is giving you free gift, saying, hello my friend, where are you from? The guy just answered, from Bucharest, and of course the conversation starts. What pretends to be absolutely free gift, like a free friendship bracelet. It's going to be 2 options here. First of all, this African expert will tell him sad story about his family, maybe show some pictures. Guys, it's not his family. All those pictures are fake. And if the guy refuses to pay this amount of money, most probably some companions of that first guy will check his pockets, check his bag, and right away, you don't need to go too far to see another thing happening, like right away over here. You have 3 possible outcomes of this situation. He will ask you for some money, and you, being nice, you will give him a couple of euros just to satisfy his story and time he spent on you. Or number 2, while he's telling this sad story about his family, him or his friend quickly pickpocket you. I mean, your wallet, your phone, everything you have in your pockets. And number 3, when you say, I don't have cash, I don't have money, I'm sorry my friend, but I don't have it on me. And at this moment, you can get insulted, and pretty bad. The guy will start saying you that you don't respect myself, you don't respect my family, you're being racist, and all these things which will make you really bad about yourself. So guys, how to deal with this scam? If it happens to you on the street, just don't take this bracelet in your hand. If it happened that they put that bracelet against your will on your hand, just rip it off, drop it on the ground and walk away without saying anything, without saying sorry, without apologizing, without excusing yourself. Just walk away saying nothing. Nothing like I'm sorry, I don't have money, nothing like grazie, thank you. Don't say anything. As more attention you give to them, as more insults you will guarantee you will hear back. So just walk away as fast as you can and just never turn your head. That's the best way to deal with this scam in Rome. Our scam number 2 for today, and how I'm calling it, you just dropped it. How it usually happens. You're just walking around the city, admiring your surroundings and enjoying your time, and all of a sudden the guy is approaching you saying, Madam or lady, you just dropped a bracelet, or you just dropped your ring, or you just dropped your necklace, or anything. And he starts showing you like clear jewelry, saying that he's just seen you dropping it. You understand right away that something is wrong here, and you could not drop anything, and it doesn't look like yours. But that time, while your brain is processing this information, it's more than enough for him or some of his friends to check your pocket, attract your attention, and also start this conversation. But I found it for you, please take it, take it. After that, again, they will start demanding money, or they will again pocket you, say goodbye to your phone. Same principle as always. if somebody is approaching you on the street and trying to tell you that you dropped something, this jewelry, this piece, first of all, don't try to be polite. Same thing, just walk away without saying anything. Pickpockets in a public transport and street pickpockets. When you're visiting major attractions here in Rome, name it, Colosseum, Fontana di Trevi especially, Pantheon, or just busy small things, guys, you need to be extra care with your belongings. First of all, always, my advice, leave your passport somewhere in your suitcase or in a safe in your room. Do not take that particular travel document with you. Yes, in Italy, sometimes you might be stopped by the police and they have the right to ask you to confirm your identity. In this case, I would advise have a picture of your passport or your travel document on your phone with your picture, with your date of birth, country of birth, or just your driving license. I'm usually having my driving license with me, coming from Britain. Second thing, guys, and make sure that you have crossbody bags. If you watched my previous video, you know that your budget doesn't matter here. You can choose anything you like. Just make sure that the zip is secure and no one can reach your bag from around you. When you travel by public transport in Rome, also make sure that you're not sitting with your phone, and especially when the doors are open and closing, because this is the best moment for a pickpocket to take your phone out of you, because usually you don't have lots of concentration at that moment. So they taking phone out of your hands and just run away through those open doors. And while you're trying to understand what just happened, the doors are closed, the phone is gone, and very unlikely you will ever see that person again or your phone. Another thing, avoid putting your phone in a back pocket of your jeans or in a back pocket of your backpack. Those are two critical places out of which pickpockets will take your belongings. Another advice, when you're entering public transport in Rome or any capital of Europe, make sure that your backpack is in front of you, not behind, in front, so you see it at all times. You see the zips, you can control what's happening around you to make sure that no one will try to unzip your backpack, and have a little investigation on what exactly is inside. What an amazing place to talk to you about some scams happening in the restaurant in Rome. First scam is restaurant table scam. You know that there are plenty open street restaurants in European capitals. I'm sure all of you know exactly how they look like. And it's a normal thing when you go to a place like this and you're served with this amazingly looking dish you're probably having for the first time in your life. It's a normal thing to take your phone and take a picture of the dish. And here, please guys, be careful, and after taking that picture, never leave your phone on the table right next to your plate. Always put it back into your crossbody bag. It's a normal thing to happen in a city like Rome, that while you're enjoying your food sitting on the table with the phone right next to your dish, you're getting approached by the guys with fake petitions. They're asking you to sign, or that flower guy who is offering that flowers for your gorgeous women, no matter who, but all those people coming to your table, and while you being polite and nice, saying to them that you don't have any money to spend on those flowers or you have no interest to sign that petition, what they're usually doing with what they have in their hands, they closing your phone and they just snapping that phone from the table. Yes, it's happening right in front of you while you're talking to them. And another restaurant scam, which is also from time to time happening in Rome. However, this scam will never happen in any authentic restaurants. I'm mentioning in my travel to Rome guide. I would like you to check before you're going to Rome. So, how this scam usually works. Just imagine you are walking around Rome, you feel thirsty and you want a quick drink or a glass of wine, and you're going to the nearest place like this and you're just randomly asking a glass of water, a glass of wine, a glass of fresh squeezed juice without asking the menu first. Guys, it doesn't happen too often these days in Italy anymore, but it used to happen. It's still happening in some places in Europe, that the guys from the restaurant, seeing that you're a tourist and you're very new to the area, they charging you for that glass of house wine, of that glass of squeezed orange juice, 20 euros or something like that. Yes, like literally 20 euros for the glass of house wine which is usually like 3-5 euros here. How to avoid this sort of scam? First of all, watch this video to avoid looking like a complete tourist who came to Italy or to any other European city for the first time in their life. And second, always ask for the menu first. Use your common sense. And our seventh, or taxi scam, or let's call it I'll be your secret tourist guide scam. It doesn't happen in Rome too often these days. It used to happen more frequently years ago, but still, how it works. The taxi driver will put you in taxometer, which will be counting the money you will spend for your trip. But instead of going to your final destination the shortest way possible, he will give you a little tour all around Rome. Like as long as 1 hour instead of usual 15 minutes to your final destination. So at the end, you will pay for quite a long trip, which is in fact supposed to be 10-15 minutes only. So calculate in your head how much you will overpay for such a secret tourist guide. Well, lucky you will see more Rome, but at your own cost. How to avoid this scam? Guys, my advice would be to take Uber. It can be a little bit more expensive than a typical local taxi, but at least you will have a map which shows you the exact way you were going from the airport to your hotel, for example. A little bit more money, but much safer and much more pleasant ride for you. So, let's sum up this video. I will give you 5 major things you need to keep in mind before your first ever or your next trip to Rome, to Italy, to Europe in general. First of all, the most important thing, photocopy all your travel documents. Second, and use Apple Pay instead of cash. Use your phone for payment or your watch for payment instead of having too much cash with you. First of all, you don't need it, and second, it will attract all this unnecessary attention. Number 3, basic thing, never put your phone in a back pockets of your jeans or either your backpack. Write down and keep it safe the phone number of your embassy in the country where you're traveling. Number 5, don't forget to check out my Travel to Rome guide and enjoy your next or maybe first trip to Rome. I'm sure you will have a lot of fun here. Welcome. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in my next videos. Ciao ragazzi. Ciao. You just gotta trust that I don't have to be scary.